On the world news tonight, first the headlines. Peace has returned to Niger Delta since founding of Maritime University, Tinubu. Afenifere Chieftain reacts as Tinubu waits in Ondo political crisis. 99% of Nigerians languishing in Ethiopian prisons are there for hard drugs. Dabiri. On sport, Akweyi ready to solve Super Eagles goalkeeping problem. I am Morire Rabila Lawal, the news in detail. Since the creation of the Nigerian Maritime University occurring Koko, Delta State in May 2015, peace has been restored to the oil-rich Niger Delta region, President Bola Tinubu said today. Since the establishment of the university, peace has returned to the entire Niger Delta region, which in the past has been a hot shirt of crisis and militancy, said the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, who spoke on Tinubu's behalf at the university's meeting convocation. That is the pivotal role that this university is playing in the peace of the region. The president noted that the institution was statutorily established 8 years ago by the federal government as the country's premier maritime university and commenced academic activities in the 2017-2018 academic session. Congratulating the Chancellor, King Alfred Dete Speed Sariatu, the Amayanabo of trained brass in Bayelsa State on the all-important occasion. Tinubu believed the graduation ceremony will serve as a stepping stone for better things to come. He also extended well wishes to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Emmanuel Munakuraga Adigio, other principal officers of the universities, members of the Senate, deans of faculty, the university's staff and students, and the Baramatu people of Delta State who make up the host community. It is my pleasure to celebrate with you this milestone moment, the graduation of the first set of students from the Nigerian Maritime University, Tinubu said. A chieftain of the Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere, Shende Arogbafa, has expressed concerns over the resolution reached at a meeting between President Bola Tinubu and political stakeholders in Ondo State. Information reported that Tinubu had met with the political stakeholders from Ondo State on Friday night to resolve the rift between the governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, and his deputy, Lucky Aiyedatiwa. The 6-hour meeting held at the Aso Rock Villa on Friday ordered the state lawmakers to shelve their stalled move to impeach Aiyedatiwa and maintain the status quo. Speaking to reporters on Saturday, Arugbafa said the president should have ordered that the deputy governor become the acting governor until Governor Rotimi Akeredolu returns to the state. The Afenifere chieftain warned that there could be a further crisis if there is no word from home authorities issues in the state's government. If there is no one with the authority, then it will be like an animal kingdom. Arugbafa noted that the concern of Afenifere and other leaders in the state is for peace to reign in Ondo State. He said the group would consider the items on the resolution of the meeting with the president and issue a formal statement after a meeting of its elders. Abike Dabiri Erewa, the chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission (NIDCOM), has revealed that 99% of Nigerians are currently languishing in Ethiopian prisons for drug trafficking offenses. Dabiri made the revelation during a program. Some time ago, the Nigerian mission in Ethiopia had a long conversation with Ethiopian authorities and they got amnesty for every Nigerian in that prison. So they let them go and they came back to the country. But guess what? A whole lot of them returned again, committed the same offense, drugs, and then they were arrested. The NIDCOM boss, however, dismissed the viral video claiming that 250 Nigerians are languishing in Ethiopian prisons and that they are going to be killed. Some Nigerians did a video and just said 250 Nigerians are in Ethiopia prisons and they are going to be killed. I'm telling you categorically that the video was a lie, and that's part of the problem. Anyone can do a video. That is the subject of a Senate investigation. I was in the Senate, and I believe that next week the chairman of a Senate Committee on Diaspora and NGOs, Senator Victor Ume, is going to present his report. Meanwhile, Dabiri has urged Nigerian asylum seekers to live legitimately and with proper documentation to avoid unpleasant circumstances. She said that this in light of a growing number of Nigerians migrating out of the country, a phenomenon locally referred as Japa. President Bola Tinubu's Chief of Staff, Femi Gbajabiamila, has said the student loan application system was being designed in a way that there is no interface between the loan administrators and the beneficiaries. Benjamin Miller said efforts were underway to ensure that the takeoff of the scheme in January 2024 to ensure that Nigerian students could access the loan to fund their educational aspirations. He spoke in Lagos on Friday while delivering the lecture titled Empowering Nigerian Youth in the Present-Day Economy at the 35th convocation ceremony of Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech. Benjamin Miller said that to make the process seamless, applicants will apply online, be verified online, and credited based on the verifiable document and credentials they submitted. He said nobody will need to know anybody to qualify for these loans so that access to these financing will be genuinely egalitarian. Recently, Tinubu signed a student loan bill into law. Upon signing the bill, the president assured that no student would drop out of the tertiary institutions over inability to pay their fees. Troops of Operation Safe Haven of the Nigerian Army have arrested a suspected killer of a couple in Kwi community, Riyom local government area of Plateau State. Lieutenant Colonel Ishaku Takwa, the acting deputy director, Army Public Relations of the Division 3 of the Nigerian Army, Rukuba, near Jos, disclosed this at a news conference on Saturday in Jos. Information also recalled that on August 14, suspected gunmen killed a newly married couple, Juan Denladi, 37, and his wife, Sandra, 28. The couple, both teachers of Beko Comprehensive Secondary School, Kwi, were killed when gunmen stormed the school on the fateful day. Tekwel explained that the suspect was arrested on November 18 in Tafawa community of Birkinlagi, following the resilience and commitment of the troops. You will recall that in August, gunmen forced themselves into Beko Comprehensive Secondary School, Kwi, and killed the couple, who are both teachers in the school. We commenced investigation and arrested one Lukman Aminu, who has been on our wanted list over numerous criminal offenses. He was arrested at Tafawa village in Birkinlagi and has since confessed to committing the crime. Moving on to the next story from Ondo State. Governorship candidates of PDP in Ondo State, Oladipupo Adebutu, described Court of Appeal Split's judgment as pathway to victory after it ruled in favor of him in 5 out of 8 issues. Ondo State governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Ladi Adebutu, believes an appeals court decision from Friday will help him regain what he sees as a stolen election victory. According to Adebutu, the judgment gives him renewed hope after the court ruled in favor of his campaign organization in some aspect. He stated that justice at the appellate court agreed with his team on 5 out of 8 issues, while the remaining 3 were decided in their favor by a margin of 2-1. This development has given Adebutu reason to feel optimistic about his chances of winning back the mandate or rightful position as leader of Ondo State. Moving on now to the next story. The father of the late Nigerian singer Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, better known as Mohbad, Mr. Joseph Aloba, has pleaded for assistance in funding a DNA test to determine the true paternity of his grandson, Liam. Speaking in an interview with Oriyumi Hamzat, a popular broadcaster based in Ibadan, Mr. Aloba made a plea while urging Nigerians not to abandon him in a quest for justice and for his son. Mr. Aloba emphasized the importance of conducting the DNA test in 2 different hospitals, given his inability to accept his grandson, Liam, if the test reveals another man as the biological father. He said, I want Nigerians that are fighting for justice for Mohbad not to get tired. They should please support me because I can't do it alone. They should help me find out what killed my son, and I also want the DNA of his son to be done because I don't want to accept a bastard child. I need help. You know, as a father, I have to arrange money for the DNA, and I want the DNA carried out in 2 separate places. I have spoken to my lawyer, said Mr. Aloba during an interview. Lawless policemen at the Nigeria Police Force, Ondo State Police Command Headquarters, Ilewero, Abeokuta, have tortured a middle-aged man identified only as Sheyi to death after raiding him and his friend in Shagamu and accusing them of being cultists. Information learned that after Sheyi, who had been to South Africa, was tortured to death by the police operatives. They dumped him in a morgue and did not contact the family members. Narrating the incident, Sheyi's cousin, Anne Akiagbe, took to her Facebook page to share a harrowing experience the disease and the family suffered in the hands of the policemen at Elewero while demanding for justice. She said the Nigerian police arrested my cousin on Monday where he went to charge his phone. It was hot, so he had removed his shirt at the front of the house where he sat with another friend. The police drove by and saw them, parked and started questioning them. They said he was a cultist because he had tattoos. Tattoos he got when he went to SA, mostly Bible verses and DOBs. They took him to Ilewerun from Shagamu. They would later release the person he was arrested with, but kept my cousin there. One of his other cousins went and they told him what they would take, what was outside bail. I did not have proof of this, so it would be his word against theirs, so I would better skip that part. His sister went on Friday to give him food. She got there and they asked her to taste the meal, which she did. Then go and bring him. They started turning around and around. She waited and waited. They didn't produce Sheyi. She went close to the cell and the inmate told her he wasn't there. I can be noted that shortly after the policemen called the sister into DPU's office and they told Toyin that Sheyi suddenly started talking to himself and was restless, so they took him to the hospital where he stopped breathing. Nigeria police didn't have anyone to call when Sheyi was talking to himself. He had to have died and lying in the morgue, and his sister had to come in and be turned around for hours before they would later take her to the morgue to see him. You are watching the world news from Baba Gbagede Imo Television. Next to come is from Lagos State. An accident involving a truck and a mini commercial bus has claimed the life of one, leaving 4 others seriously injured at Ilesha Zinc in Lagos. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority disclosed this on its X handle today. According to last month, the accident was caused by overspeeding. The caption read an accident between a truck and a minibus at Ile Zinc due to speeding. 4 passengers seriously injured, with one of them confirmed dead. The rest have been taken to the hospital. Effort is on for evacuation while officers are on ground doing the needful. Finally, on sports. Daniel Akpeyi believed he is the solution to the Super Eagles goalkeeping problem. The Morocco Swallows of South Africa goalkeeper has not been called up by Nigeria since the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations hosted by Cameroon. The 37-year-old has been in fantastic form for Swallows this season. Akpeyi has made 10 appearances in the DStv Championship Premiership, keeping 4 clean sheets while conceding 6 goals. The duo of Francis Uzoho and Maduka Okoye have failed to inspire confidence in recent outings for the Super Eagles. Akpeyi stated that he is still good enough to play for the 3-time African champions. With our sports story, we've come to the end of today's world news. Before we go, some headlines. Peace has returned to Niger Delta since founding of Maritime University. Tinubu. Afenifere Chieftain react as Tinubu waits in Ondo political crisis. 99% of Nigerians languishing in Ethiopian prisons are there for hard drugs. Dabiri. Student loan, no middleman scheme to start January. Femi Gbajabiamila. On sport, Akpeyi ready to solve Super Eagles goalkeeping problem. For updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Gbagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye and Debayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on the screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. Good evening.